You know, one of the things I get asked a lot is, how do you plant millet? You know, what do you do? And there's a lot of different ways you can do it. Today, I'm doing two different techniques, I guess you call them, but we're going to accomplish the same goal. So this farm here was really overgrown with non-desirable plants, you know, stuff that we don't want. So here, what we did is we came in and dished this ground up. And then all I'm going to do is come and overseed this with millet, just broadcast it. And a lot of guys will come in and culti-pack it after they do that, and that's fine. But if you don't have the equipment, in this case, I'm not going to culti-pack it because there's a rain coming here shortly. That seed's going to fall into the cracks, and then we get that rain, and it's going to wash that dirt over the top, and boom, we're going to have good millet. So we're ready to roll. We got the old Ranger loaded up with millet, with the seeder. Gonna run out here and broadcast this, and once we finish this up, we're gonna head to the next farm and we'll look at a different technique, which is a lot easier and really get just as good a stand, if not better. Stay tuned. Rolling on through this work ground. One thing to be mindful of when you're planting millet is, you know, the baiting regulations. So anything you plant, you can't manipulate. So I'm basically out here planting areas that I know I'm not going to mow or spray or do anything. So I'm not planting it in decoy pools where you're going to be out there stomping around putting decoys out. If you plant it, you can't touch it. So make sure you're mindful of that and plant it in areas where you know you want to leave it stand. So I'm kind of concentrating on deeper stuff. A lot of my shallow stuff I like to mow because you get the horizontal cover and it's better for the invertebrates and the bugs. But just be mindful of that, because if you plant it, you can't touch it. We're rolling along, but this right here, I mean, this is one of my favorite ways to plant millet. This ground isn't worked. You can see it's dried. And see all those cracks and stuff. We got a rain coming, and once you get that rain, you see this millet, and it's going to fall in those cracks, and then you catch a little rain, boom, smooths it right up. And I'm talking, it'll come up just like that. It's a piece of cake, it's easy, very minimal equipment, just a seeder on a Ranger, and away you go. You know, bag of millet isn't that expensive. You know, to go manage a little bit of habitat, you can get into it for, you know, not a whole lot of money and make a difference. I mean, provide a good food source. But this right here is perfect. It's gonna look pretty sharp. One thing I try to do when I'm planting millet, everybody says, what time of year do you do it? Well, here it is, middle of June. I try to really stage my planting. So I'll do some now, some around the 1st of July, some around mid-July, some maybe even late July. Millet's 60-day maturity. So this stuff I'm planting now is in the deeper areas. It's gonna mature first. We're gonna be able to flood it for teal season and have good teal food. And then the later, you know, just later stages. So there's always stuff, excuse me, there's always stuff kind of maturing at different dates for different times of year. So keep that in mind, stage it if you can. I really think it helps. Try to plant your deeper stuff first, you know, where you might be teal hunting or, you know, it's gonna get water on it first.